seasons, showing you some costumes over the years of me, my daughter, CJ, etc. I just got all dolled up in my Halloween gear, and then I sat down to film and I was like, but what do I want to talk about? That's what I want to talk about. So I gathered some pictures, made myself a coffee, and I am ready to get started. But first I thought it would be fun, something I don't often do in my videos, which is funny because I have a candle company, but I don't often light any of my candles while I film. My candles are wooden wicks, and they crackle while they burn. They crackle while they burn, and so they're kind of loud, so typically I don't light them, but I get requests to have them lit all the time, so I figured why not set the cozy mood with a storytime candle company candle. This one is I Smell Children, and it is inspired by Hocus Pocus, as you can kind of tell. It smells like grape sweet tarts, so it's a great way to get in the mood if you don't like traditional fall like pumpkin scents or apple scents. This is a really yummy sweet candy scent, because what do kids smell like on Halloween? Candy, that's right. So yeah, this is just, I'll give you a moment to appreciate the artwork there. There seems to be a lot of goings on outside. I don't know what that's about. Then this is what the top looks like. Storytime Candle Company, I Smell Children. I didn't put the bottom sticker on this one yet. The bottom sticker basically just says, don't burn your house down. And if you do, I'm not responsible. So, oh, it smells so good. Okay, let's light this bad boy up. Oh, honestly, I don't even have to have it lit to smell it. But I will light it for you. I have this lighter. It's a rechargeable lighter. I've only charged it once, and it was right when I got it. And I haven't charged it since, and it's been months and months, and it's still charged. At least let's hope so, right? Turn that off. Now, I won't have this sit here the entire time, or I will literally end up burning my hair off. Oh. Yeah, I didn't trim just placed an order last week and I got my new supply. I bought it all myself, but I used my discount code. I'll leave it linked below. Linked below. If you are interested in JAVY, I'll show you what it is. It's a coffee concentrate. 35 servings per bottle. And you this from a Goodwill, like, jar of jewelry, or like a thrift store jar of jewelry where they just have a bunch of different things. And I think that that's where this came from. And then my sweater. Let's see if I can show you. My bone's breaking as I try to stand up. But it has all sorts of details on it. A black cat, a crescent moon, some pumpkins, and these are all embroidered. A witch flying across the moon, a haunted house, a little ghost. And then on this side it has other things. That's really cute, right? I love the wizard hat. Then a bag of candy, a leaf. But anyway, it's just really cute. I got it at a thrift store years ago. Probably like 6 or 7 years ago at this point. Luckily, I buy my sweaters oversized, so it still fits me. Not quite the same, but it still fits. I like the glow, the subtle glow that the candle is providing from afar. Let me know if you like the crackling sound in the background. I might add it to other videos in the future. So, something about me is that I have a hard time not filming. I film all the time, 24 hours a day. Not 24 hours a day, but like I film multiple videos a day during the day while my daughter's at school, at night when she goes to sleep, sometimes in the morning before she wakes up, all the time. And that tends to get me super backed up on content. Like I have, at one point this summer, I had like 40 videos that were pre-filmed. So I was uploading literally videos from like April and May in the month of August. Like they were so, I was talking about like, oh, it'll be summer soon at like the end of summer. So it was just like all confusing. And so I like posted every single day for a month and got caught up. I tried to not film so much, took a break, and then came back, and then I filmed like I regularly do and started getting like super backed up on content again. And I was like, well, I was thinking this last night. I was just like, well, maybe I can film longer videos. So instead of filming like what I would do normally is, let's see how far we are, 20 minutes, I would be like, oh, okay, this was just a ramble, so I'll stop this video now as being just like a ramble and chit chat, and then I'll start filming the Halloween video and like have that be like its own separate video. So I would film like 2 videos, but now I'm just kind of letting my creativity flow, letting my thoughts flow, showing you what I want to show you, and then getting into the video and trying to film longer videos, so that instead of filming like 3 short videos, maybe it's just one nice and long video. And I think that in the end, that'll be better for all of us, because I still get to film as much as I want, but you guys get to have longer videos as well. And some of you might not like that. You might be like, girl, get to the point. But others of you, like me, I love a long video. So you might like the longer content. I don't know. It's just something I'm trying out for right now to see if it works for me, because at this point, if I sit down to film, that's what he was gonna be. He had his head shaved on the sides and long on the top, and he wore it in a French braid. And wow. And he was dressed like Ragnar Lothbrok, who's a Viking. And I was like, what can I be? Because we weren't together at that point. But I was like, what can I be that will like look good with his costume, even if we're not like together? And so I decided to be the girl Meg from Hercules. And I think we ended up looking pretty good together. Here's another picture of me in my little costume back in the day. We went to a Halloween party in Minneapolis that night. And then I think the next couple of years, I don't have any pictures, but the next like 2 years in a row, I think I was actually working Halloween night. No, then just the next year, 2017, because that was in 2016. 2017, I was working. I was a shot girl at a bar, and so I was selling shots on Halloween. Made like tons of money, and it was worth it. I'm surprised I didn't find a picture from that night, because I looked incredibly good. Like, damn, really good. And I had to, I was selling shots, I had to make people buy my stuff, so I had to look good. And then the next year, I was pregnant, and I got pregnant in June, and so I thought by October, I would be, like the end of October, I'd be pretty big, but I ended up being really small throughout my pregnancy. My belly didn't get very big ever, and so I thought it would be really cute and funny to be a troll doll. CJ was a caveman, but I thought it'd be really funny to be a troll doll with like the big old belly, and it ended up not really, like, I didn't have the big belly, so it wasn't quite the same effect, but that's okay. I did my hair myself. I knotted it up and teased it up to look like that. There's another photo, and I colored it with pink temporary hairspray. And then here was like a close-up of my face, my look. And that night was really fun. We went to a Halloween party at our friends' houses who are like obsessed with Halloween. They live and breathe Halloween. Their house is decorated all year round for Halloween. They're really cool, really nice, good people. And I miss them a lot. I haven't seen them in a while. But it was a good night. I was sober, so it was like my first big party, I guess. I mean, 4th of July, but like, other than that, it was my first big like holiday that I wasn't drinking and everybody else was, but it still ended up being a really, really fun night. And then the next year after that, I was a mother, and we went to the same friend's Halloween party. I dressed as Cruella de Vil, and I have this funny picture. Before I left that night to go to the party, I had to pump, because I was exclusively breastfeeding my daughter, and for exclusively pumping, and so I had to pump quickly before, we went out on this party date. So here's a picture of me pumping on the floor before we left. I think my mom watched Rosie that night. Slut, I think, is the word that I used. I don't think that slut is like a bad word. I think it's like a word that you can use to be like, yeah, I am a slut, like, goodbye. You know, I don't give a shit about that word. People can try to use it against you, but just own it and be like, yeah, whatever, that's what you think, yeah, I'm a slut. But that's what I said I was at the time. And I put like a bunch of dry shampoo in my hair to make it look gray. Wore this really cool outfit. Everything from all of my outfits, all of my costumes has been thrifted. For the most part, some of the stuff I had to buy like on Amazon or Etsy, but 90% of my costumes throughout the years have been completely thrifted, DIY, and I think it's fun that way. Like when I was Cruella de Vil, the wig was from Amazon, but the dress, the boots, and the fur coat, faux fur by the way, was all from Goodwill. Then we have the next year, everybody dressed like different versions of Britney Spears, and I picked Baby One More Time, Britney, and I think that's the right one, Schoolgirl Britney. And I loved this outfit. I felt really good in it. I thought I looked really hot and beautiful, and yeah, overall just really liked this outfit. It'll focus in a second. So yeah, that was me as Britney. I got the fluffy head band, or not, hair bands from Etsy, but everything else was thrifted. And that year CJ was Harry Potter. He was a Harry Potter. He has the scar on his forehead, I don't know if you can tell, and he's got his wand, but he's wearing like a painter's robe or an artist's, what do you call it, not robe, apron, and it's got pottery all over it. He's got the glasses. He looked so good that year. I remember he was not feeling himself. He did not think he looked very good, but he totally did. And then what was the next year? That was 2020. So then 2021, yeah. 2021, I dressed as how did I put it? A wife to a billionaire. A wife to a 94-year-old billionaire with an unfortunate heart condition. And that's what I looked like. That's not the clearest picture, I'll show you a better one. But I had this fabulous corset and bra on, and I did my hair all big, and my makeup done, looked super hot. And then I had this fabulous Amazon feathery robe. As if you can't tell that I was like completely feeling myself. That was a great party. And I remember just feeling really confident. I got my first spray tan before that party, and I just felt really good. Felt really good. You can tell by the pictures that I was feeling good, because it was the biggest I had ever been at that time. Bigger now, but I was the biggest I had ever been at that time, so I was like really struggling with confidence. place for you. And I wanted to be here so bad, but I was waiting and waiting until I wasn't overweight. And then I just decided fuck it. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, and I'm gonna be this character. Nobody knew what I was. Everybody thought I was just an 80s person, from the 80s, because she wears leg warmers and stuff, but I was not. I was Stephanie. But this is one of the pictures. Let me see. There's another one. And I ended up feeling really good this night. I really liked my costume. I felt really confident in it. But CJ stole the show. You've seen what he looks like, right? He decided to borrow my shirt and be an emo. An elder emo. An emo kid. Which I think was ultimately very fun for him. I mean, come on. It's so real. Oh, damn it. There's another one. And people believed it because it was so, it wasn't exaggerated, it genuinely looked real. And he was wearing my jewelry, and he was wearing this pair of clip-on earrings that looked like gauges. Just insane. He painted his nails for it. All of his piercings looked so real. And with the hair and everything and the makeup, and he was at the bar looking miserable. And people would come up to him and just be like, hey man, what's up? Not realizing, because it wasn't even on Halloween, it was 2 weeks before Halloween. So I was on the dance floor dancing, and he wasn't dancing with me. He was just standing at the bar alone, and people didn't realize it was a bit. They didn't realize it was a joke. Which is so funny to me. Yeah, this is what he looks like. But on that night, he looked like this. Who is that? Then that, was it later that year? I think this was the same year. No. Okay, let me do some math. 2021, 2022. Yeah, so this was the same year. We went to another Halloween party, on actual Halloween, and I was just a basic, sexy college girl. Sexy school girl. And he was Elvis. There's another picture of me. The skirt matched the bows in my hair, the ribbons in my hair. And let's see. Oh, and then the previous year, sorry, I'm going back a year, we dressed up halfway, not really, to go trick-or-treating with our daughter, and I just dressed as a dead person, and he dressed as a super fan of Vikings, Minnesota Vikings super fan. So he had a fake mullet. Let's see if it'll focus. He had a fake mullet. All these pictures I'm showing you of CJ make him look like completely different people. But that's pretty accurate. He always looks like a totally different person. Depending on the season, his mood, etc. He's very Gemini. Okay, let's take a quick break for a sec. Just to breathe. a school party for her to go to school dressed up. We have like a friend's Halloween party a couple weeks before. Like there are always different events, and this is one of them. Her first Halloween, she was like a little jack-o'-lantern. A little jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern. And then she was a witch. She was a witch. I was dressed as a scarecrow and CJ was dressed as like a cowboy. I know this isn't the most ideal way to show you guys pictures because they're not super clear, but this is the best we can do today. The best we can do today. But then in Minnesota, it gets so brutally cold and snowy sometimes for Halloween. Like you never know what you're gonna get. It could be really nice and like 55, or it could be freezing, like 20 degrees. You just don't know. So that year, Rosie was a witch, but she couldn't wear her costume, so she just wore like a full snowsuit and tons of blankets and her witch hat. Welcome to Halloween in Minnesota. And we carried them around in this, her and the other youngest child that we were with, in a little wagon. But she was all bundled up. And then the next year, she was a flower. She was a flower. She was a very happy flower. Oh, wrong picture. There's another one. It was really windy that day. And here was her little loot of like all of her candy that she got. We didn't go out for very long just because she was so little. And then this was her loot the next year. Much bigger, much better. I feel like these pictures are extra not showing up, and I'm not sure why. But that year, she was an elephant. She was an elephant. She's getting her blush done by Yaya. And here's one last one of her being an elephant. This was a great costume because... Focus, come on, baby. Because she could layer underneath and wear like a long sleeve shirt, long pants, socks, mittens, but like her costume could still show. And then this was last year. She was a mermaid. I got this Pottery Barn kids costume that was originally like $60 to $80, and I got it at Goodwill for like $5. She's got her long sleeve shirt and her long pants underneath. I don't know why it won't like... Maybe it'll focus better on this one. She was very happy. She was feeling herself, as you can tell. She was totally feeling herself. I know it's like super bright. Oh, that's better. But it was a really beautiful costume. And yeah, that leads us to this year. I'm going to have Rosie dress in one of my old costumes from when I was 4 years old, because she's 4 she's gonna wear the same costume that I did. Little me, little me, little me. And as for me, I'm going to be Isabella Parigi from the Lizzie McGuire movie. The Lizzie McGuire movie. If I can get all my pieces together in time. So either way, you'll see what I am for sure. But yeah. Let me know if you liked this little hangout video. Just chill, chatty, rambling, talking. Let me know if you liked the candle sounds in the background and all the things. And if you're still watching at the end of this video, let me know. Be like, bitch, I'm here. I'm here, bestie. Because you are a real one, for real, for real, for real. You are a real best friend. And yeah, I will talk to you again very soon. I promise.